So I'm Cieslikowski for KZSC, and I'm here with JP of Surfer Blood. First of all, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you guys have been touring for a few months now behind your new record, 1,000 Palms. So how's the tour been going? Anything of note happening?
Well, it's been ups and downs the whole way. It's been our first few tours with Mike McCleary playing guitar and Lindsay Mills playing bass, so there's been some changes to the lineup. And we famously got our band broken into back in May when we were on the first tour on 1,000 Palms. So, but for the most part, it's been really good. Been playing to a lot of crowds who have been warming up to the new material and have been becoming a lot more solid as a live band. So can't complain really.
Great, very cool. Have there been any shows that have really stood out to you, like really great crowd, or you guys just really killed it?
Let me think. There have definitely been some really good ones. We played in LA a few nights ago and it was really crazy. And traditionally big city crowds are a little bit more reserved than crowds where bands don't go as often. But it was a really awesome, LA crowd for us. So we were super happy about it. And let me think. There's definitely been some really good shows along the way. We played a really good show in Akron, Ohio, a place we hadn't been.
Yeah.
And turned out to be one of my favorite shows of that whole tour. So.
Cool.
Yeah, you never know. You have to, stay open to anything.
Right on. So you guys are obviously playing a lot of stuff from 1,000 Palms. How much of your old stuff you've been busting out? Any super old cuts or anything?
Well, we still play the highlights off of Asper Coast and Pythons. All of our songs are my babies. So
right. Yeah, they're all special.
I have ones I like more than others, but they all have a special place in my heart. So we always mix it up, and I know that I was always frustrated growing up going to see a band where they would only play their new record front to back and not play anything else. So we try to mix it up for the people at our shows, and people seem to be grateful. And a lot of times people end up asking, "What was that song? I haven't heard that." It's on the new record. I'm like, "Oh, maybe you should just do the whole thing." Yeah. So it works out.
Very cool. So I've listened to a few of the covers that you guys have done over the years. You do have a pretty cool Pixies cover and also an Outkast cover. Not to spoil anything, but are you guys working on any new covers that you might be playing this evening?
Well, I recorded a new cover recently, a very deep cut though.
Okay.
I recorded a song by the band Cream from their record Disraeli Gears. They are
Great record.
Love that record, and it's so funny. You know how they say you end up becoming your dad?
Sure, yeah.
That was my dad's favorite band, and I listened to that record so much growing up. And I finally got like a Tascam 38 tape machine, and I'm like, this is my opportunity to try and recreate this. Exactly, yeah.
Classic. Yeah.
But that was really fun for me. I love recording covers, and it's just a fun exercise and thinking about recording differently for me. So, yeah.
Can I ask what track it was? Because I love that record so much.
It's a track called World of Pain. It's not one of the more bluesy numbers. It's more of a sort of a dark, psychedelic, introspective number. But it's really cool that band sort of had that side to it, which often goes overlooked. So
sure.
It was a labor of love.
Very cool. So the news on everybody's lips this week is David Bowie's passing earlier. Did David Bowie have any sort of influence on you, either as an artist or just as a person, as an icon?
Absolutely. I love David Bowie, and I've always had the greatest admiration for him. He created this sort of alternate reality, this mythology around him that just at the time wasn't necessarily being done by anyone else, and just that level of showmanship and that dedication to performing and his craft. I mean, his taste. He was, on Iggy Pop very early and stuff like that. So he was definitely a super, super impressive guy who had the most amazing life. And that new record he released shortly, before he died is awesome too. Listening to it in the van.
Yeah, really incredible. Great. So speaking of influences, was there any artists that you were really channeling on your new record? Anything that sort of was standing out to you at the time that may have influenced it?
That's a good question. There's a lot of stuff that was influencing it, but kind of from all different directions.
Sure.
I revisited a lot of the Broadcast on that Tinder Buttons album that I loved in high school, but hadn't really listened to in a few years, and listening to it from the perspective of someone who's recorded a lot of music since high school, it was refreshing. You know, like all the production on that record, I think it's just flawless, and it's not glossy or anything. It's just, you know, really balanced, and her voice like has this really, you know, nice, like old yet, you know, still like eerie and strange quality to it. So I think I was thinking about that band a lot for vocal production. The Fugazi instrument soundtrack I revisit a lot because I like how you know, I just like how raw and like unfinished that record is.
Yeah.
And that was sort of my goal with this record, is sort of leave the songs free, sort of don't clean them up, don't polish them, because being on a major label, you end up doing so much of that. It was sort of a nice opportunity for us to just be like, press record, use something, and then don't overthink it.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Very cool. So have there been any new artists, any up-and-comers that you've been really stoked about? Maybe people that you've been listening to in the band?
Yeah. I got into that Broncho band about a year ago, and I've been listening to that record a lot. I like Colin Robinson, the guy he's from New Zealand, but his stuff is all really good. I love his first record, and I've just started listening to some of his other stuff. Let me think. Tyler, who else have we been listening to lately? Come on. They're not a new band at all, but I really was a big fan of the newest Wilco record, Star Wars. It's nice to see a band who you know for doing one thing just completely reinvent themselves. A lot of respect for that. And I don't know. Whenever people ask me this question, I can never think of anything on the spot.
Yeah, fair enough. So you guys are obviously deep in the tour right now, but what do you see as the future for Superblood? Are you working on any new material or planning maybe another Superblood tour?
Well, I feel like recording 1,000 Palms myself, in like my apartment in Los Angeles, has sort of like got me in this really great rhythm of just staying super busy when I'm home from tour. So I've been recording a ton of demos at home, and you know, like the arrangement still needs some work, and they still need to be finished a lot. But the material is there for a new record. It's just a matter of kind of zooming in on it, you know, just sort of crafting it at this point. So, like I said, really great routine of touring, writing right now. It feels more natural than it ever has before.
So I do want to ask about former guitarist Thomas. I know that he's been recovering recently. You guys did a relatively successful fundraiser for him, actually.
Yeah,
really successful.
Very successful.
Yeah. So how's he been doing? Is he recovering well?
He is recovering, but very slowly. He was diagnosed the very beginning of 2014 or 2015. So it's been a year now, and he's still pretty much bedridden. You know, getting the best care you can ask for. His wife is an angel of a woman and looks after him and takes care of all the financial aspects of his treatment, and just, you know, I don't know what he would do without her. She's amazing, but he's hanging in there and he's fighting. And he's got it under control. Just, you know, the road is still long. Still a lot of variables.
It's not an easy process.
So he still needs people to donate to that GoFundMe page, you know, because it's obviously really expensive to get a rare form of cancer.
Yeah. Do you want to plug that real quick for the listeners?
Yeah. If you're watching and you have a few dollars to spare, check out Thomas's GoFundMe page. It's gofundme.com/WeLoveThomas, all one word. And I'm sure he'd really appreciate it if you did.
Great. Very cool. So I think that about wraps it up. Is there anything else that you want to say to our listeners? Really excited for the show, but
I don't know, just, you know, good to be back in Santa Cruz, good to be on the West Coast. I love touring here, and you know, it's been fun so far. I'm sure tonight will not disappoint.
I don't think you will. I'm very, very excited for the show. Love the new record, and really glad that you took your time out to be with us here.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Good job.